everyone, Corey from CoreyReviews here to do a quick teaser trailer review for Star Trek Into Darkness. So I woke up this morning, I had no idea the new Star Trek teaser trailer was supposed to come out. I go on Facebook and there it is. And I gotta admit, this is one hell of a teaser trailer. Also another thing, I'm not a big Star Trek fan. You know, I was always more of a Star Wars guy growing up. I'm sure a lot of people, you know, are kind of mixed between Star Wars and Star Trek. And I'm not one of those people that, you know, I pick one over the other, but I was just never big on Star Trek. Another thing also is that I'm not a big J.J. Abrams fan. I wasn't a big fan of Lost, or I definitely wasn't a big fan of Super 8 at all. So I wasn't really looking forward to the first Star Trek film when it came out, but I went to go see it in theaters, and I absolutely loved it. I wish a lot of the lens flares were taken out, because I get really annoyed by the lens flares, but overall the first Star Trek film was really good, and I was really looking forward to a sequel. And like a lot of people, I was really hoping that Khan would be the villain in Star Trek 2. But after watching this teaser trailer, I think that we might even have a better villain than Khan. In this trailer, we get our first glimpse, and we get to hear for the first time Benedict Cumberbatch's unnamed villain at the moment. And this guy seems extremely creepy. If you're going to make a villain in a big blockbuster movie like this, it can't just be some kind of just regular, normal villain. It not only has to be an obvious villain that's going up against the good guys, but also it has to be a villain that is really creepy and that you're really kind of almost scared and intimidated by this villain. But also a villain that maybe has some charm to him or her, and that maybe you could almost in a way root for. Heath Ledger as the Joker is like the prime example for the perfect villain. You know, he was out to cause chaos, but also he kind of had this own charm to him. And even though the Joker was the quote-unquote bad guy, you still liked him in a way. And even though the first Star Trek film was really good, I do agree that, you know, the villain in the first Star Trek film wasn't the strongest. You know, Eric Bana is a fantastic actor. There could have been a little bit more to that villain. Now, with this film, it looks like, you know, they're definitely going all out. The villain looks really strong, looks really creepy and intimidating, but also has like this charm to him. And also, of course, you get some really cool action shots, including, you know, Chris Pine and Zachary Quinto, Carl Urban, Zoe Saldana, John Cho, and also a first glimpse of Alice Eve as well, who's, I believe, also a newcomer into this cast. Overall, Star Trek 2 just looks bigger, badder, and better than the first one. I mean, this movie looks like it is going to just kick the first movie's ass. And like I said, when the first Star Trek movie was coming out, you know, I'm not a big fan of J.J. Abrams. I'm not really looking forward to it all that much. This one I am most definitely looking forward to. This is one of the strongest looking teaser trailers I've seen in a while. And even though I as well was wanting to see Khan as the villain, I'm really excited to see this new villain that they brought into this film and what Benedict Cumberbatch does with the performance. So far Star Trek Into Darkness is looking great. The action scenes look fantastic. The whole entire cast is back, including some newcomers. Looks like there's going to be a really strong villain. And also, watching the trailer, I didn't see a lot of lens flares, so I'm really hoping, crossing my fingers, that J.J. Abrams kind of cut it back on the lens flares. Just hoping. The movie comes out on May 17th, 2013, and I will definitely be there day one. So let me know your thoughts on the teaser trailer down below. I'll also have the link for it down below. So let me know down below. Hope you all enjoyed this review, and until next time, Corey from CoreyReviews. See y'all later.